So it's only going to get kind of like half of us here, but it's like perfect for showing the stuff.
Okay. I need some Botox.
I need sleep. So we don't have anybody yet on Facebook yet. So I might wait and see if somebody logs on before I hit live, because that cuts off at like a hard hour.
Okay.
Hey guys, we see a couple of you popping on. We're just waiting a couple minutes to get everything set up, shared over. Got Coleen with me today to help do this. She's going to have some of her nice jewelry to show with us as well. I want to be able to share this. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Starting to warm back up out there. I was not happy waking up feeling that humidity starting to set back in.
The cool air was nice.
Yes. She's going to have some of her nice jewelry. Don't mind the echo. We're going to get rid of that. We have a table full of stuff that we'll go through, and at the end we'll even kind of go back and show some things in case anybody comes on late. That way you can see it too. If you are watching from my personal page, please kick over to the store site or to YouTube. It's easier to see all the comments there. But hey, everybody, let us know if you're here, if you're seeing it. Drop some comments, say hi. Let us know who's joining us. If you see anything that you would like, just comment what it is that you would like. Send a DM to the store with your email, and we'll send you an invoice. Let us know if you want to pick up in person or if you need us to ship to you. We'll ship anywhere into the continental U.S. Because that makes things easy. All right. So should we start with stones first or jewelry?
Yeah, we got quite an assortment of
A table
rare,
full of things,
but things you don't see every day.
Yeah.
Pulled kind of some rare stuff.
Maybe you've seen them in the store. You weren't sure what exactly they did. And maybe too nervous to ask to see what it was. But we can definitely go through and show you some things. So what do we want to show?
Start with the Covalite.
The Covalite?
Yeah.
These are kind of like one of my favorite stones. So we have not only the big pieces, but we have the tumbled. Now, if you've been in with me and talked, this is a stone that I use a lot for healing with cancer. It's a wonderful stone for helping the body kick in that healing and working with cancer. So we have these two bigger pieces, and we also have tumbled.
There's some nice, where's the camera? Good size.
Yeah,
good size.
Show Instagram.
Show
there.
Instagram. The tumbles are 12.
Are 12. Comes out of Russia, which is one reason why it's getting kind of hard to get. And I even had a hard time this past year in Tucson getting more.
You don't see this every day. Not a lot of people have this. So
yes. So the big Covalite piece here, this one, if Coleen doesn't grab it, because she really liked this one.
I really like that one.
It's nice, big, and heavy. This one's 62. And the nice metallic blue. I'll show Instagram real quick. This one is 45. And you can see a lot of the veining going in. They're nice and heavy. Not necessarily one maybe you would want to put in your pocket, but definitely in your healing space and your healing work. Nice palm stone for meditation. But again, we have the blue one here, 45, and the big copper.
And the tumbles.
Tumbles are 12. The big one here, 62, 45. That's probably one of my favorite stones that I like to use a lot. And maybe this, just because it's so pretty yellow. I think most people are used to seeing sulfur like crushed and powdered. We'll show Instagram real quick. Nice crystallized sulfur here. You could crush this if you wanted for your workings. It's really pretty. I don't know if I would crush it.
No, I think it's
absorbs negative energies and conditions. It enhances psychic ability. blocks repetitive and distracting thought patterns. So good for meditation. This one is 40. It's the last one that we have in the store. We do have tumbled sulfur if you need tumbled. Just let us know in the comments. We'll grab some. We'll set them aside for you. The tumbled sulfur is like $3.
Yeah, I almost pulled some.
And they're about this size. So they're a nice size too for sulfur. All right, what should we show next?
These.
Hey, Mimic and Guiding Echoes. We got Zechariah. Ooh.
If anybody has a question, just jump in and
Hi, Judy.
And type it out.
Yeah, feel free to interact. We like interacting.
Chrysocolla?
Sure, we can do chrysocolla. Oh. So we have nice, bigger pieces right out of the Tyrone mine out of New Mexico. So in some of these, we'll get up close. You can see the patterning on these. This is what that really pretty stone looks like before they start throwing it into tumblers. And some of it with the green, that's actually malachite. So some of them you're actually going to get chrysocolla and malachite. Sometimes you'll see it listed as malacola. So you're getting the properties of two.
And this piece is only $14. That's really, sorry, let me in your space.
Oh, it's all right.
It's the color is just, the colors on both of these have not shown up as bright as they are. They're really, really bright.
Yeah, and like this one, the cool thing about this one's 30, and that's because the malachite on this one's actually crystallized. It's very shiny, sparkly. So you get crystallized malachite with the chrysocolla. So this one's 30. If there's any of them you would like to snag, just put it in the comments. We'll set it aside with your name.
Well, you better take that one. I can't touch malachite. It burns my hand.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, and malachite's one of those stones. I get and understand that people want to do gem waters.
Don't do it with this.
Do not do this with these stones or malachite. Malachite's actually toxic in the raw form pottery.
And truly, these pieces are not showing as, they're really super blue. The color is not coming across as bright as they're just beautiful.
Nice powdery blue. And this one's 28. So again, you got your crystallized malachite on the bottom and the chrysocolla. So if you'd like to claim any of those, let us know.
Did we tell them
aside.
how much the big one was?
The big one, the Papa Bear one, this one's only 35. So you can see the chrysocolla and the malachite running through, but not crystallized. So that's why you can get a big piece for 35. So if you like those, just let us know.
Pulled this dogtooth calcite piece. It's very pretty specimen. We're trying to find unique things. Look at the crystals in there. That's beautiful.
All the nice little formations in there.
And it's only $22. It's really pretty.
You could set like other stones in there to like set them and hold them, make it.
You could even put like a chime candle holder right here, and there's like a perfect little cutout there. That look at that. Yeah. They could put the candle there, and then be a little meditation spot. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Hey, Nadine.
And that's very reasonable.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to add. Hi, Marlene. Marlene makes the wonderful jams and jellies at Pagan Pride and our expo. Yes. Be a bummer. We'll have to catch up with her to get her jams and jellies since neither one of those are happening this year.
Jams and jellies are always good.
Yes. All right. What do we want to do next? Boop, boop. We'll go with fulgurite because it's sitting right here in front of me. And I don't think people realize how cool these are. So fulgurite is actually formed when lightning strikes sand. So this stone carries a lot of sun and electric energy. And if you do any soul work retrieval, this is a good stone to have. You pass the soul retrieval pieces through the barrel and it's cleansed while doing that through the electricity and the carrying of the sun. It carries a lot of sun energy too. So these little fulgurites, and they're only $4 a piece. If you need some fulgurite, let us know. We'll set it aside.
Judy wants to know where we're located.
Judy, we are we're in North Olmsted near the intersection of Stearns and Lorraine, and the Pheasant Run Plaza. We're open to 6 today if you want to come out. And we are starting to do our classes and workshops again. Limited space, obviously, because of COVID. COVID's sucking the fun out of everything that we're trying to do right now. But you can always come in and look at things in person. There's probably over 200 different types of stones over there that we carry, both in like tumbled formats, and we have a lot of the natural formations and stuff as well. Website's being rebuilt. Hopefully that'll be done soon. We keep running into some technical difficulties with syncing of inventory. We were up pretty late last night working on that, but hopefully that will be overcome soon.
Lots of classes as well.
Yeah. So if you need fulgurite, or if you see anything you'd like to claim, just drop us a comment of what it is you like. We'll set it aside with your name. We'll need a direct message to the store and let us know if you're local and need it picked up, or if you need it shipped, and your email, and we'll send you an invoice for it. You want to show some of your nice jewelry points real quick?
Yeah. There's some bullets, different. I'll hand them to you, and then
I'll hold some for both places. So.
Yeah. These are nice if you want to do chakra work, or just in general if you want the properties for different crystals. There's one lapis, one labradorite, one amethyst, 2 ammonite, 2 tiger eye. So they're only $35. You could do your whole chakra healing, or if you need. You're better at the camera thing than me.
I'm winging it, guys. I'm winging it.
Red jasper is another great one. 1 lepidolite, 2 fluorite, and then I have a Lemurian that's really pretty.
These could also do some pendulum work for you.
Pendulum work, they're multi-purpose and quite reasonable. And I only choose really nice. Still don't know where the camera is. Really nice crystals. So that's a Lemurian, and there's some lines in this one. Only $35, so more reasonable. That lab's got a lot of flash in it.
Yeah, kind of hard to show in here. This is labradorite.
It's really flashing when it's not in the camera.
Yeah. So we have the labradorite for everybody to see. If I hold it back, everybody can kind of see somewhat. Now, how long would you say the chains are?
It depends. Some of them are 18, some of them are 20, I think. Different.
So here's a really nice dark amethyst.
Yeah, and there's only one amethyst.
Only one. So if you like the amethyst, speak real quick.
And lepidolite. That's another. I tell everybody that I run into that you should carry lepidolite, because it's just because there's lithium in the stone.
Whoops.
The most calming.
The lepidolite wants to be shown with. There we go.
Fluorite. That's a fluorite.
Yeah, that's the fun fact. It's the lithium in lepidolite that makes it purple. So the more purple the lepidolite is, the more lithium, the more calming effect you're going to get. So that's why a lot of massage therapists like lepidolite massage wands. And I'll take a quick second to jump from the lepidolite necklace to showing how we also carry the lepidolite in the microformations.
You don't see these often either.
So, and actually when it is in this formation, they say the properties are actually amplified. So, they're a little bit stronger being in these formations, but these are 25.
And just don't get it wet, because you don't ever want to, it degrades in water. So you don't ever want to get lepidolite wet.
Right. And one thing I will mention too, especially if you have little ones who love stones, and I love it when little kids like stones, but this is not one to let little ones play with, only because it's delicate. If you see in the formation how it looks like it's made in these little layers, it can flake apart. So you don't want little ones just kind of sitting there peeling it apart on you. Otherwise you'll have bunches of little thin sheets.
Yeah, no.
But we do have these. So like this one here is 25. And the slightly bigger one is 30. So if you like either one of those, let us know, and we'll set them aside for you. And then we also carry it in these nice semi-polished slabs. So they're polished on one side, nice and purple, shiny. But then on the back, you can see how it really looks. So if you're a gem hound and you like being able to see both ways, you can with these. And because of the way they're polished, these are good for scrying as well. You can get lost kind of staring into these polished faces, if you will. These are each 25. So if you want one of those, let us know and we'll set one aside. We'll call like this one the more, I guess, like evenly round, even though it's not. And then we've got the curved.
Those are really pretty.
I like them. A little thing to note with these, if you do grab one of these and you have them at home and it gets dusty, use one of those microfiber. Because you don't want to scratch the coating for the polishing on these. But nice lapidolite, and because it's unpolished on the back, lepidolite. Sorry guys, lepidolite, because it's purple. Holding that and touching the back, you're going to get the access to the lithium. So you can kind of sit there and hold that, and while meditating, watching TV at the end of the day, being glad that you're away from other people. That's what I do. With a glass of wine.
You can't go wrong with lepidolite. I carry it all the time.
No,
I tell women, especially, I carry it in my bra just so I don't accidentally put it in the washing machine. Pretty much a lot of other things you can keep in your, rose quartz you can keep in your pocket, but lepidolite's gonna degrade and it'll be gone. It's
better with touching the skin to get that lithium. All right. Hey, Jilly. All right. Oh, thanks, Marlene, for helping with our address there. Thank you. What would you like to show next?
Show some. I have some. The bullet pieces were the more reasonable pieces. Then there's some kind of mid-range ones, and then there's some channeled pieces that are kind of intuitive. This would be one of those. You want me to do the because you be the Vanna, because I don't know where the camera is. So this is a amethyst point, and then there's a Swarovski crystal, and that's all sterling wire.
It's really pretty.
It's got really great energy in that piece.
And you can see it's natural all the way around it.
Yeah. The color's really pretty.
And Coleen, made by Coleen, unique, only one.
Yeah, all these pieces are like one of a kind. There's
and chain's probably what, about a 20?
Yeah, I think that's a 20.
So a 20 with a little extender, it looks like. So up to maybe a 22. So here we have
really
this
great
one.
Energy. That's one of them.
And this one's 145.
But nobody else will have a piece like that. I mean, that's just.
Yeah. So if you'd like to claim it, let us know. We'll set it aside. And we might be able to talk Coleen into like keeping it in the store after today. That way,
so more people can see.
Yeah. Sure. Lay that one aside.
Well, here's a really good. Here's a Herkimer.
Ooh.
This is a really nice big Herkimer too.
I'll get up close and see all the things going on in here. That one looks like another like 18 chain maybe.
That one's I think that one has an extender on it too. That Herkimer is just beautiful.
Now, what was the purpose of making this one? Like, what do they get with the energy of the Herkimer?
You're asking me the one thing I didn't write down. These pieces, the particular pieces. Well, you're going to ask me, and I don't have that one.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were ready to go with that one. I'm like, here we go.
No, I wrote down all the other ones.
And my secret is because I don't know.
Yeah, my secret is I don't know.
I need more coffee.
But with a lot of these pieces, I call them channeled, or I just kind of go with soldering them and doing them in a real kind of organic way.
There's actually little rainbows in these guys.
And those I show you. I have a really good right from the miner Herkimer person that I get, and I just really good quality, beautiful clarity in the Herkimer.
So this one is 150.
And that's a big Herkimer. I mean,
it's pretty big.
That's really reasonable, I think, for what Herkimers go for with clarity like that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of rainbows going on in here that it's kind of hard to show on the camera and the lights. If we were outside, maybe in sunlight, it would probably show up a little better.
I love that one.
So we have a little Herkimer. And we'll
the rings.
Yeah,
lead into the.
We've got these. They're brand new. If you haven't been able to come in soon, we have little bitty Herkimer diamond rings.
Here we go. I found it.
Oh,
It's in my book.
ha ha ha. But wait, it's in the book. We will find this for you.
Herkimer is good to enhance dreams and meditation, increase your psychic senses, clarity, creativity, inner vision, healing, added protection, which is always good, energizing and enlightenment, and it's works well with the crown chakra.
Yeah, and these are only 35. I've got quite a few, so if you're interested in one and there's a certain size that you know
and they're
you need,
sized. So if you say, do you have a size 8 in the Herkimer, we can look.
we'll get you
and
one.
get you one pulled out.
But I was excited to find those to find Herkimer diamond rings, and
It's hard to find Herkimer and good ones. Like I said, that's, and I'm not saying that because I made it. That's a good price for that, because just raw Herkimers are expensive.
Like here's another one.
And that's an excellent price on the rings.
They don't sit too high, so you don't have to worry about, catching it and the ring falling out of the setting.
And there's one that's sideways set that was really cool.
Yeah, so there's quite a few. So if you're interested in a Herkimer diamond ring, that one's got a lot going on in that little bitty guy. We have those.
What else do we have? Do we have anything else that's
not Herkimer?
Super 7. Here's another rare one. Is a golden healer, good size.
Do the Vanna thing.
Vanna.
Yeah. Here we go.
Golden healer is excellent if you're ill, you need healing properties. It's got great energy, good loving stone, and that's a nice deep colored one. Yeah.
And it's got a nice edge here. So if you were wanting to do any type of healing work or cutting away, you could even use this. So this is kind of double meaning. So you could use it and wear it to have those properties, but you could also, it's functional. But it's not so sharp.
It's not
you're gonna
sharp,
hurt yourself.
but you can.
And what, about 18 chain?
I think most of them are 18. Some of the bullets are 20s, I want to say, but.
So this one's 95, which is really good for this color.
That's really deep color wise.
Because a lot of them have been.
They're mostly quartz.
Mostly quartz, or they're like a very dirty looking
yellow
color.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's like a brown instead of this nice colored.
This is gold.
But yeah, this one's 95. Only one of them.
Only one.
Handmade, unique.
Yeah, that's the only piece of golden healer I found like that.
Yeah, and I have to vouch because like even in Tucson, they were kind of crummy. I didn't bother bringing any back because I did not like the way they looked.
Quartz with like streaks, like of almost rusty kind of.
Yeah, more like an iron instead of
more like a hematoid or something like that.
Yeah, but let us know, guys. We'll set it aside. We'll put your name on it and go home with you. So we've got these
Veracruz,
adorable little bitty Veracruz points, and these are all in the $15. Whoops, sorry guys, I was looking down. Range. And like this one, you have a few different points coming off of each one. So it's not just one single point. And these are 15 each. And there's one other one.
It's got little babies.
Yeah, little bitty babies coming off of it. That one's 15 as well. But they're nice purple lavender as Veracruz should be. If you start seeing them be really light pinkish, you want them more in that lavender purple.
Lilac. Again, they're not reading well on the camera. They're really nice lilac flower color.
And there's actually a lot of the Lemurian striations going on them.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, these have Lemurians on them too. So, and not only are they Veracruz amethyst, but technically they're Lemurian because they have the barcoding striping going on. I don't know if we can really see it on the camera a little bit. But these are 15. So Lemurian Veracruz amethyst. Let us know. And I think at the end, we'll kind of do a quick little, like, here's what it was. But for anybody new joining, if you see something you'd like, just say, hey, I'll take, and then whatever it is.
Yeah. And if you want to pick it up or have it shipped.
Yep. We'll ship anywhere in the continental U.S. Yep. Did you see?
The Super 7.
Super 7s? If I don't drop
Then
them.
you have a Orlite 23 to pendant, so we can because we're kind of in the AMI thing there.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. So, do you want to do the Super 7? I'll top up the Orlite.
I pulled this because you can find Super 7, but not always tumbled like this. You know, normally you'll have the rough points.
Mm-hmm.
So these are pretty cool. Super 7 is a great one to have.
Yeah, and then like the next step up would be Orlite 23. It tones down anger, hot tempers, teaches to think before you speak or act. Helps with the upper chakras and kind of promotes healing through the whole body. This is sterling silver, and actually if we can, that way kind of you can see that it's got a lot of depth to it. You can kind of look inside, but it is sterling. And 38, if you'd like the pendant, brand new, just came in this past week. And there's
really pretty.
There's another one kind of similar to that, slightly different shaped opening.
The little post-it was how much the Super 7 was. I don't know where that went.
Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. Oh, is it under my notebook? Yep. Aha. But wait. Super
so
7,
the tumble is
$6.
only $6. Really good energy in Super 7.
Put in pockets, put in bras.
I love Super 7.
Sacred spaces, good for meditation. So you get like amethyst plus 6 other things going on in there.
Yeah.
And then the Orlite 23 is usually what's in the Super 7 plus more. But I really like how this one, they look like little,
I wish that would
little
read better
windows.
with the.
Yeah.
See the color a little bit, but the color is really pretty.
Oops. And there's depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like you're looking into a little door.
Yeah, there's like different hues, but it's not.
We'll play with camera setup before the next one.
Yeah, and maybe like a little color board, things that can't hold
We're
it
learning
up
as we go, guys.
We're winging it.
And we haven't even had wine yet.
No,
just coffee.
No, just little coffees. We got big coffees waiting. We had little
coffees. We might need more coffee.
Okay, you can say what this is, because
the Satyalaka.
This is very rare.
Satyalaka is azulite.
Because I don't stick it in the right part of the camera. Another Mantis point with this, very rare. This is the first time I've ever had it, and it's in the shape of a heart. It's really
the Satyalaka azulite is the thing on top. And then you have the Mantis amethyst point.
Yeah, but it's in the shape of a heart. It's really, really unique.
Azulite is another stone that's supposed to help with healing with cancer. A lot of higher energy work, connecting with guides. So this one's really going to be
super
good
powerful
for meditations and stuff. Yeah, because you got amethyst and the azulite. Only one like it.
Yeah. And you won't, it's hard to find heart shape natural. I mean, that's just natural. That's not cut. That's natural tumbled.
Yeah.
In a heart shape.
With the 18-inch Figaro style chain.
With the extender.
Yeah, it's got an extender at the top.
I think it goes to 20.
Yeah.
I try to give people options.
So this one here, $135.
One of a kind.
You too can have your own Satyalaka.
Yeah, I've been collecting crystals for probably over 30 years, and I've never had a piece of that before. So we brought that back from Tucson this year for me.
And there's actually like little rainbows on this side of it. Whoops.
Yeah, it's really
this side of the heart. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
I barely had the pictures up of this one when I was in Tucson.
I was like, that's mine.
That one.
I want that one. And I don't even know what it is, but I want it.
She was screenshotting pictures of the video and circling and sending that one.
This one.
That one. Don't let anybody else buy it. Smack their hand if they try to claim it.
Lodolite, those polished, these are really cool.
Yeah. If you like scrying with stones, these are really cool. And Fibble, this is the one I can't say. And it's a shorter word.
Oh, amophomo.
See, I can say Satyalaka, but I can't say this one.
Yeah, the other one.
Lots of depth inside these ones.
It's a great shape too.
I I think at one point, some places were calling these like shamanic dream quartzes because of being able to kind of like stare into them and do some scrying
And the
work.
2.1's neat because it's like tumbled 2 points that are tumbled, so it's all rounded and smooth.
Right.
That's really cool.
So the double point one here, that way both cameras can see. This one's 15, and you get the 2 points right up here. They're not overly sharp, so you don't have to worry about, losing an eye. And then this one is 12. And the cool thing with this one, you can kind of see inside, like you can put your finger in there and feel the sediment layer. But it's sturdy, nothing's going to fall out. But this one's 12. But if you want the double point one, that one's 15.
That's really cool.
And most of the inclusion work is like up in here, up at the tops, rather than down at the bottom. So it's kind of neat that it's all up in there. So 15 and 12.
Cool stuff that you don't, we tried to pull stuff for today that you don't, like these fluorites. What's the shape they call that?
I called it like, what did I call that?
They're just really, they're kind of, look at the rainbows in that. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of rainbows and nice coloring.
But the shape, I'd never seen these. I bought one last time because I had to have one. Look at the color in that one. Cool shape.
They've got some nice color in there.
Yeah. It's not reading us. We got to do something light. And these are 10, but they're a good size.
Good chunky. Nice for holding, nice for working with.
Yeah.
And then I think these guys get missed. I'm going to turn on the flashlight on my phone. They're in our cases, but I don't think people get to see the coloring behind these. Blue. So nice, dark, like rainbowy fluorite. So like there's this one. I believe these are all in the 30 range just because, and they're nice and thick too. So they're not thin little slabs.
They're getting lost in the cabinet because you can't see the banding.
So, nice rainbowed dark color going on in there. These are 30 a piece. If you like one, let us know and we'll show them to you again so you can pick which one you like. This one's a little more on the blue side purple. But really nice, vibrant. Real nice dark color. Because normally fluorite is green. And green's pretty, but not for all the time. So these are some nice high quality fluorite in the different color spectrum.
Mm-hmm. In slab form.
Yeah, nice thick.
They're thick
slab. Yeah. They're not going to just chip apart on you and be done. But again, those are 30, and this one has like that little slab across the top that's like yellow. So there's purple, yellow, and blue, and a little bit of green down in here. So pretty much get almost all the colors in this one piece for rainbow fluorite there. But they're 30. If you need some rainbow fluorite, good, there we go.
Good. Oh, I pulled a black Shiva too. That's not something that you see all the time. See Shiva stones, but not black ones. And if anybody is interested, there are bigger ones as well. This one's 10.
That one's probably about like 2 inches. 2.5.
You see the banded, the red and gray kind of banded ones, but black ones are just really cool.
Yeah, for the longest time, if you found black, I would only find them in the teeny tinies.
Mm-hmm. But there's a great big one over there. So
we were too lazy to bring it over. There wasn't enough coffee then. Yeah. We haven't even started.
If you want it, I'll go over there and get it for you.
We can show you. All right, guys. What else should we go to next? We have a table full of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know.
It's just beautiful. Greg went nuts over this. Here's a beautiful. Okay, I still can't get it, so you got to do it because I'm going over there. This is a beautiful phantom.
Yes.
I mean, it's just stellar.
So we'll do cameras for you. See the phantom work going on.
It's just beautiful.
So phantom quartz necklace, nice point. Point's probably about 1.5 inches. Phantom is at least half of the height of that point. Phantom quartz necklace. 18-inch chain with 2-inch extender. Only 85.
Yeah, that's the reasonable.
All right, guys, only 85. Greg might snap it if you guys don't, because he was looking at it.
Over it.
So if you'd like a phantom now, properties of phantom quartz, what would they get?
You're putting me on the spot again.
It's your jewelry.
Yeah, I guess I know it's my jewelry. You with the 350,000 crystals.
Right.
Actually, I think that one's like a lodolite phantom, because or might be chlorite in that one.
Yeah, probably more chlorite.
Yeah, not the little worlds or the lodolite ones. It's chlorite.
Hi, Ruth. It is. It's a statement piece.
Yeah.
So if you're somebody that you like statement pendants,
I like one of a kind. I don't like to be like everybody else. I like one of a kind pieces, and that's why I make all this different stuff. And I pull pieces that.
I mean, they're not Flavor Flav big.
No.
But it's a statement. It's a nice statement piece. But the nice showing of that phantom, it's going to stand out. If somebody sees your necklace, they're going to know that that's a phantom, and they're not going to be like, oh, it's a quartz point. But definitely
not that there's anything wrong with quartz points, because quartz amplifies everything. So if you
yeah, so 85, which you could always put it on a bigger chain if you wanted. Or different.
That's why on most all of my pieces too, I make the bails really big. So if you want to wear it on like an omega or a thick chain or a thin chain, you always have that option. I hate buying jewelry and then the bail's too small and you want to put it on a different chain and then you can't, because it's like you can't get the chain through there.
It won't slide over.
I like to do that option.
Yeah. So, hi, Altar of Grief and Soul Tea Blends. Again, we've got the Phantom Quartz Point Necklace. We'll set that right over there. Hey, Ruth, I still have your pile set up there for you. No worries there.
The troll lights that we pulled, the pillar and the point.
Now, this one is where I'm going to say I would be a little unprepared. I know lazulite is one of them in there. It's actually a mixture of 3 stones.
Yeah, I know too.
1, 2, 3. Nice point. Oh, I thought maybe we had Isis. Not quite Isis. And then the obelisk. This was a newer stone that we picked up in Tucson this year. And I kind of had a fight for it. Like when I saw this being showed with the one vendor, I had to immediately send them a message and ask them to set some aside for me. And even by then, they had already gone through a lot of it. So this is a stone that was getting pretty hard to get, even though it was newer. Let's see, the obelisk is 32 for that big obelisk.
That's very reasonable. That's a big piece.
And the point is 15. So a pretty decent sized point for 15.
And that's not something that you'll find everywhere because.
No, and the family that had it were out of Brazil. So once these are gone, like I cannot get any more until hopefully Tucson next year. Just because it's like almost impossible to try and get things from out of country sent in. And then what are they going to do with the import taxes?
Yeah.
Which I have found the hard way years ago trying to do that. And
you don't know if it's going to get stuck in customs either because of what COVID and everything else. So,
right. High vibration stone that connects deeply with guides and angels. And give me a second. I am trying to find what those
other stones.
Yeah, because it is lazulite, which we have lazulite as well. Of course,
when you want to find something, you can't find
Scorzolite is one of them, and the Scorzolite is that darker gray black color. That's the Scorzolite. The lazulite is the blue, and it's a phosphate mineral. quartz, lazulite, scorzolite. So the lazulite is your blue. Your scorzolite is the blackish gray color, and then that quartz is the little like flecky.
This one's got kind of some.
Yeah, showing down in the bottom there. So you get 3 stones in one with this one. But really good for meditation, connecting with your guides, trying to accelerate that higher consciousness that you might be working on. So the little guy, 15, and the obelisk is 32. And if you want to go big or go home, I do have a couple over there that are like
big,
this big, really big. We didn't want to risk bringing them over because feeling kind of clumsy today.
Yeah.
That being said, here we have lazulite all by itself. We have the little palm stone. Palm stone's 18. It's a nice dark blue color. Apologize for all the extra background noise going on.
Yeah, hopefully you can hear us.
Yeah. So palm stone of lazulite, 15. And then the heart is 25. And the heart's nice, thick, chunky heart.
Yeah, Ruth will be here till 6 tonight.
Yeah. Yep. So again, heart, blue heart, or the palm stone. And the cool thing with this one, there's like these little indents. So if you're like me,
I love those. And then they fit like in a glove in your hand, and you just don't want to put them down.
I am that. We'll tell Megan hi. When I'm at gem shows and I'm picking things up, I will, like, without even thinking about it, start looking for that little thumb area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one would be a nice meditation working stone because it does have the built-in thumb spots. For 15 or 25 for a heart, if you need some lazulite in your life. Those were the last 2 pieces that I have left from Tucson. Everything else went already.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a sphere last year, I'm pretty sure. Last year's Tucson.
I got
the big
and you
sphere.
got the smoky rose quartz one too.
No, I got the big black moonstone.
Did you?
And lazulite. Or maybe it was galaxite. I don't know. I
Or maybe it was the year
I don't
before.
count the spheres. It was bad enough when I counted the massage wands, and it was like, 72? It was like,
Cool
too
deal.
much. Ooh, let's talk about this, because I didn't know what this was.
Oh, the brucite?
Brucite.
Yeah, those we might have to even take out of the plastic maybe to really appreciate them. Because they're in the cabinet and I think they get missed. But brucite helps to break away of like old patterns and thoughts, things that no longer serve you. Helps to help to stabilize multiple personality disorders.
It's a bit yellower than it's showing. It looks a little bit better on IG. It is a real pale yellow.
Yeah. So if you need like some mental stability, but also being able to feel comfortable and being flexible in your thinking, and especially what's going on right now in the world.
Yeah, it's hard for everybody.
This could be a stone that would be helpful for that. This piece here that I have is 12.
This piece is 16.
16?
The bigger piece. And then there's
We got a couple
another
more 12s.
12.
So brucite, that's not one that you see
No.
everywhere. But we have some here. So if you think that you or feel that you need some brucite, let us know and we'll set it aside for you.
And then the Libyan.
Gold tektite,
Gold tektite.
Or Libyan desert glass, formed from lightning striking the glass out in the western desert.
This is really cool.
That one's getting hard to get to.
So this is a great big piece. It's $50, but we do have this one's $40, and then there are some $16 ones. So you can still, IG, you can still get the properties. You don't, and that's what people, you don't always need the biggest,
The biggest and
the
the
biggest
best
piece,
necessarily.
You-
But Libyan gold glass tektite.
That's not something that you see all the time either.
No, for a while it was almost really hard to find. It was kind of lucky this last trip that I was able to get some.
Yeah.
where do we get these from? I go to a lot of different gem shows and I hand pick out stuff. So it's I'm kind of like that weirdo at the gem shows where a lot of the people are there because they're gem hounds and they're collecting it because maybe they didn't have a piece of whatever in their collection, but I'm the one standing there holding it going, you know, do you need to come home with me? Is your owner in Cleveland? Is your owner in Ohio? And you know, kind of annoying the older guys standing there just wanting to pick through and take what they don't
I
have.
get kicked out when I go. Like, get away from the Lemurians.
Yeah. But everything like hand picked. So yeah, a lot of going to shows, hand picking, keeping up with.
And a lot of these things you only see like once a year. Like if you go to Tucson or whatever, and then once it's gone, it's gone until next year. And then who knows if it's got mined or if it was.
Yeah, if the mine's closed, if it's gone.
Found.
Because like the owner of the mine that I got these from, like I kept an eye and I drove out of state to like mid PA to see this guy and to see his things and to be able to hand pick his chrysocolla. So it's a lot of hand picking, a lot of going around, meeting the mine owners and seeing what quality they have. Kind of hopefully cutting out some of the middleman and some of that extra pricing too. Because
that's what's nice about this store is Melissa has a lot of things that, I mean, I've been all over the place. I've been collecting for over 30 years, and she has stuff that I haven't seen before. And it's nice to be able to see these rare stones, especially when they're in the, like in the tumbles, that they're affordable and you can have a piece that maybe you could only find a big specimen, from somewhere else and you wouldn't be able to afford it, or you don't really want a specimen, you want to be able to carry it around. So
right. Because like, I only brought the bigger pieces up here, but like the Black Moonstone.
That's one of my very favorites.
Now, there's a lot of confusion. A lot of people will think that the Black Moonstone is the same thing as larvacite, and it is not. Here, show the larvacite.
It's not going to read really great, but larvacite looks completely different.
Yeah.
It's gray with black, and then there's like a chatoyancy that you can see, but it's not reading well. But it doesn't look anything in person. It doesn't look anything like Black Moonstone.
Yeah, the Black Moonstone, the chatoyancy on these is more of like a silver color, where larvacite,
it's kind of
you can kind of bounce it off.
Blue.
Yeah, and
we're not gonna see it.
It's hard to see on these cameras.
Like maybe back here on IG they can see a little bit better. I don't know if it's gonna show up. It's coming out too dark, but they don't look anything alike when they're next to each other.
No,
and that is a misconception a lot of times.
Yeah. Larvacite is larvacite.
It's
then
not
there's
Black Moonstone.
The Black Moonstone. And I have both in tumbled. So like if you're not wanting to carry around this big old sphere of Black Moonstone.
It's one of my absolute Lemurians and Black Moonstone are one of my absolute favorites. And there's a lot of peach in the Black Moonstone you'll see too.
Get that to flash at you. I'm trying to flash you guys. Maybe I need the raincoat. It's not working because of these lights in here.
We need to set up maybe like a light box or something where we have really cool pieces. We can go look at
because like on this one, this whole side will just kind of shine a silver,
just like a shimmer
in person at you. But we also have it, like I said, in the tumbled to where you don't have to carry around this big honking piece if you don't want to. But if you like the sphere, it's 52, or the tumbled are like 3.
So the best advice I can give on how to pick a crystal if you're new is if you can go to a crystal shop and just walk around and see what really speaks to you and pick up different stones, and you'll feel the energy of the stones, and you'll know when you. And it's the same online too. Sometimes I'll buy stuff online and I'll be like, okay, I must have that because it's screaming at me, even though I didn't get to touch it. It's if you really are drawn to it, that's how you pick a crystal.
Yeah. And like when new people come in and they're like, oh, I want a new one. And I will always tell them, like, put the book down, don't read anything.
Yeah.
Just go to what you're drawn to, then read what the properties are.
Exactly.
You will overwhelm yourself and you will think you need one of everything.
Or you won't realize that you'll need something until it's screaming at you in the store and you pick it up, and then you like, oh, I feel bad, I need that stone. And then you read the properties and you're like, you wouldn't have maybe thought that that's what you needed at the time, but The
Right.
universe is saying you need this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Just come in, see what, and we don't mind when you kind of walk around
Yeah.
and spend time with them.
And ask questions.
We keep store copies of the Crystal Bibles for people to look through and look stuff up. Unfortunately, I don't have properties on all of them yet, mainly because the jars that we were using, they no longer make those jars. So the pieces of paper that were templated for those will no longer work
Yeah.
on smaller
Yeah.
ones. So back to the drawing board.
This
But we,
larvicate piece.
yeah, larvicate, show that one.
So here's actually the larvicate. And this piece is 65, and this is quite a hefty piece, and it's not showing it's just beautiful. The chatoyancy on there, you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah. Speaking of chatoyancy, I love these little guys. Ethiopian opal. And if we can get the lighting to hit in here, there is a lot of reds and green fires in these, and they are sterling silver. So you can kind of see the fire. Now, these are opal. Now, and I know that there are people who feel that you cannot buy your own opal, that it is bad luck to buy your own opal. That's also said about tarot cards. And I can't tell you how many customers I have who buy their own tarot and buy their own opals, and they're just fine.
Yeah, they didn't start on fire or anything there.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, sure. Patty, what is your question? So if you like any of the pendants, the opal fiery pendants, these are Ethiopian, let us know. They're $50. We will set them aside for you. I think this one, I like to call this one the feather shape, has a lot of red, green, and blue.
That's really pretty
going on in this one. I'm kind of surprised this one hasn't sold yet in the store, just because even when you look at it in the cabinet, it is flashing red at you over and over and over again. But 50 for Ethiopian opal pendants. So if you'd like one, just let us know. We will set those aside for you. But what else do we have? But opal, not bad luck. You can buy your own opal. Birthstone for October, I believe, too.
Yes, it is.
Sure.
And tarot, too. Buy your own. I buy my own tarot, too. Tarot and opals. I have one antler piece that I brought for anybody that wants to work with deer medicine. And this one has a tiger eye on the top. It hangs this way.
Nice.
So deer medicine's always good to work with.
Deer, like steadfast, grace.
Good things are coming. You might have been going through a hard time, and good things are now coming. Well, that's pretty. It's different, unique how it hangs. We talked about totem animals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. You can that's on our Facebook. You can go back and watch from there.
Yeah,
the meanings.
Totem animals, spirit animals.
We still have the books. We carry the books all the
and tarot and oracle cards. I think we had as well.
Yeah, so you can definitely check us out there. Do we have any garnet studs in silver? For earrings, I don't at the moment. The gentleman who normally makes my stud earrings, he's finally getting back into the groove of making stuff again. But just so everybody knows, the price of silver has doubled.
Oh, it's insane.
So a lot of the jewelry here, like definitely if you're interested, grab it because the prices are going to go up. I bought extra just to kind of lock in that price for a little while before we have to start raising prices on any other new jewelry that will be coming on for coming in, I should say. Do you sell opals for my statue's necklace? What we would need to know, maybe like what size necklace that you would need, because we have some that are kind of tiny, and then we also have like raw opal for sale that are like $3. That may need a little bit of wire work for mounting. But yeah, I mean, we can definitely help you. And depending on the size of your statue, you're more than welcome to bring it in with you. And, we'll kind of walk around and try to see what fits. Megan, who is actually running the store for us today, she actually does some wire wrapping. Do you do wire, or you can do
I can do the soldered.
So we've got a few people who can help attach it as well if need be. Statue size. Well, that's not very, need a little more.
I mean, there's a life-size Ganesha in here, so
yeah. And his necklace size would be bigger
than ours.
He's a big boy. So yeah, anybody, feel free to come out to the shop and look around, play with the different stones. If you watch any of this on replay, feel free to send messages, see if something
speaks to you, or if you have another question, just as we try to watch that, if people go back and
you're more than welcome to ask again, like, hey, is this still available? We'll, set it aside for you, which happens a lot. We're going to try and do these on a little more regular basis, and we'll have a different camera set up. The computer we're using is a Mac, and it's learning which cameras will work with the Mac in the right way has been a little bit of a challenge.
We'll try to do something so we can
right
do the lights. We can see some of these stones a little bit better. Because they're not reading as well as they are here in person.
Right. But I guess maybe to wrap up, we'll show you a few other pendants that are coming in. We have wavy turquoise, set in sterling silver. This is a really pretty blue. This one is 45 sterling silver, and it's a pretty big, about an inch. Good for protection, metaphysical healing ability as well. So there's this one. That's a new one that just came in. We now have some green kyanite pendants. These are 40. Kyanite's kind of one of my favorite type of stones. Helps like center the meridians and chakra. But the green is really good for intuitive and psychic work.
And that's another one you don't see very often is green.
Green kyanite, yeah. And
usually the blue.
Blue, green and black and now orange are finally starting to come around a little more often. Imperial jasper. This one's 32, set in sterling. Helps reduce insecurities and fears while providing protection. So jasper, I find does a lot with emotional healing and work. And the fun thing with these two, they're all open on the back as well. So you have access to the stone as you're wearing it in both front and back. It's not completely closed off on you. And I really, speaking of the opal, not what you're used to seeing in opal, the violet flame purple opals. We started getting some pendants in. We have a few rings. So we have that one. Connects the heart and third eye to the crown chakras. So nice little heart shape. Helps make you spiritually aware. Keeps you connected in. Sandra asking about rings. Let me tell you, this is just one tray of new rings that have come in. So we now have red rhodochrosite, which we've sold a few of these already. We now have dendritic agate rings, which is merlinite. So that fancy trade name merlinite is really just dendritic agate, guys. Don't fall for it. Merlinite's going to cost you a few bucks more than just dendritic agate because it's a copywritten name. Nice flashy labradorite going on over
the black
here.
sunstone, that's a really cool one.
Yeah, that one was new even for me when he came in. Let me see if we can get some of these to show for you. So if you're used to sunstone where it flashes a lot of yellows and oranges at you while still being orange, these have a dark black setting, but then as the light and the sun hits them, you get the flash of orange at you, orange and gold. So they're kind of neat. It's kind of showing a little bit. These look really cool in person. I think we're getting ready to lose Instagram. Sorry guys, you can send us a message on anything. But the black sunstone rings are averaging around 45 for them in sterling silver settings. So you should be good unless you have an allergy to silver.
Yeah.
But Herkimer diamond rings, we have Ethiopian rings, the really, really pretty amylite, which is like a really high spectralite type of, whoops, haha, here we go, some flashing.
Oh yeah.
Color going on, like they're almost flashy, like opal. Whoops, there we go. The one in here is really my favorite. Like all it is like red and orange with a little bit of green.
Look how green that is.
Yeah, but when you're
yeah.
The other way you look at it, it becomes nothing but red.
It's
so
really pretty.
Yeah, that one I think is my favorite. Not that I'm biased to red coloring at all. Aha, so there's the red, and now it's green. Red, green.
That's really cool.
I feel like a little kid, like, ooh, red,
Christmas.
green. Right. And these are going for around 65 and 68, depending on the size of them. So still not too bad. But when the next round of rings come in, they're going to be
silver
more.
is just insane right now.
Yeah. But definitely grab your jewelry.
I see that now, and it's like I should have bought a lot more wire in February.
This one's got more of like a purple red. So we have some new ones. Like this one, size, unfold the mini tags. So like this one's a size 9. So we have some of these from like 6 up through 11, I believe, still available. Wasn't there one that like Greg was trying to grab already?
Yeah.
This one,
I think
this one's 11.
He
did.
put
Like
it in his pile.
he shopped the tray before we even showed it.
So did I. I got 2 over here.
So like this one's an 11, and it is 68. In case anybody wants my red one, so I don't have to buy it myself. It's a size 5. It's tiny. My fingers are too fat. So little size 5.
And that's a nice thing too, is you have a good size range from small to, like 11.
Yeah. I wanted to have an assortment for everybody. But I actually had to go out and buy another ring tray to hold everything, and I still have more rings that need to come out.
Yeah, that need to come out.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and I have the Ethiopian opals in rings as well. So maybe if pendants aren't your thing, we have a ring, though please be careful if you are wearing opal. Do not wear them while washing your dishes in the shower. Opal's very delicate to soaps. Take it off.
Be banging around doing stuff you don't want to have. It's a soft, it's very soft opal.
Yeah.
It's a very soft stone.
It's only bad luck in that it's delicate. It's not bad luck for you to buy your own opal, especially if you've always wanted one and nobody's bought one for you. Screw waiting around for somebody else.
Yeah.
Buy your own opal. I don't know. I think, since we hit that hour mark, was there anything anybody want us to see? We'll run and fetch or say hi. Who's got wine? Anybody got wine?
Got wine?
I don't know. I've got coffee.
You got coffee.
My throat's a little dry.
We didn't have wine last time too. That was the problem.
I know. Note to self. I need to just buy some bottles and keep them
We
here.
need a wine club.
What I do have, because we didn't use it on the last one for the selling, the Wild Ohio, where it's tea and beer together.
Okay, we didn't have that?
No.
We need to have that.
Wild Ohio tea and beer. I'm not usually a beer drinker, but it was actually pretty good.
I love beer.
You know what? Just because it's sitting here, where did I put my notes for Verasite? I'm sure those that are local, you came in, you've seen these greenstones sitting there, and you probably didn't think much of it. Where did my notes go? Here we go, Verasite. These green, milky white stones here, they are 5. Aids in clear thinking, gives peaceful sleep when you keep it under your pillow, brings hope and courage, opens the heart and brings in unconditional love, mainly because of this nice pretty green, and restores depleted energy to your energy reserves. So anybody working tons of hours.
And there's tumbled over there too, because I almost pulled it. There's, I think.
Was there? Maybe.
Maybe it was Vesinite.
It
was Vesinite.
Oh, Vesuvianite? I do have Vesuvianite tumbled.
I thought there was Vesinite.
Yeah. So we have Veracite. If you are really tired, exhausted, but you got to keep going, grab you a piece of Veracite, stick in your pocket. These are a little big and pointy to go in your bra, but you do you. You stick these wherever you want. Bra
if you
or
put
pocket.
them in your shoe, you'll stay awake too.
Right. But Veracite's probably one of the first ones.
Oh, we had the regular Tektite too. I meant to say that we had the golden Tektite, and then we had the Libyan, and then we have. This is another thing that you can't find. Nice, good sized pieces of Tektite.
Yeah, Tektite hit in China, so it's a meteorite.
It's a meteorite, and those are reasonable.
Yeah, these are 5 for these bigger pieces.
Big pieces of Tektite.
You can have a big piece of meteorites. So a lot of astral travel work, higher consciousness work, connection in with guides, but being able to stay grounded at the same time. So Tektite, $5. Here's one last one too that I think some people don't appreciate or know what it is. Adamite, little crystallized pieces going on. This little stone, while it's not much to look at, brings in a lot of prosperity and abundance, new job, new money. So if you have a prosperity altar, stick a piece of that right in there. Let it help you. It'll help you do the work. But yeah, I think we kind of. I'm surprised we went through as much as we did in that hour. I kind of thought we
had
were
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There's always next time.
So yeah.
But if you watch the replay, feel free to comment.
Yeah, we check the comments, and if you have a question or if you want to know if we have something that maybe we didn't show, we can let you know.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. And if you message, we'll get right back to you and get the invoice sent. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys.